All right, we're back. Changing the subject, Mr. Willie Brown. You're in our fantasy football league, right?
Right.
And yesterday, you had a chance to play Aaron Rodgers against the 49ers.
He was getting destroyed yesterday.
But you chose not to.
Right.
You chose to play Russell Wilson. How did that work out for you?
Actually, it worked out pretty good.
No. Aaron Rodgers had better stats.
But he was getting killed.
It doesn't matter. It's all about stats.
And like I told you, defense wins games.
Okay, again, I'm bringing this up because you played me.
I'm playing. The game's not over yet.
Yeah, well, you got one person playing tonight. I have two.
Who?
I have Aaron Rodgers playing. Not Aaron Rodgers. What's the guy's name? Arian Foster. I have Arian Foster.
Who?
And I have Arian Foster and somebody else playing. You have
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Holiday playmaker. Who gonna get the ball like
on the same team as Andre Johnson. Okay, that makes no sense to me. But then you also left Brandon Marshall on the bench. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering.
What did you just do?
I was just looking at Michael. That's Michael Jackson's son for real, man.
What? Oh my God.
That guy look like Michael Jackson.
Did you see the back?
Yeah, look like Michael Jackson, man.
Man, come on.
Don't he look like Michael Jackson?
I have no comment on that.
Let's see him when he walks back through. He gonna look like Michael Jackson.
No comment, man.
That guy look like Michael Jackson. Mario, does he not? Does he not look like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, that was Chris Cook.
I want to give a shout out to Gatorade for sponsoring this here segment. Yeah, you gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills. Gatorade, even though we Florida State all the way, Gatorade for sponsoring this. Oh, she's gonna terminate that branch. And Zephyr Hills, we gotta give a shout out to Zephyr Hills for this sponsoring this. And who else?
Wow.
Who else is Pringles? Pringles. We gotta give a shout out to Pringles
And Mountain Dew.
and Mountain Dew. They all owe me royalties and some kind of money because I'm not getting a dime. Hey, pull out the Samsung. We gotta give a shout out to Samsung.
You got it in your hand.
Oh yeah, Samsung. I got the Note 2, but we can't take a picture of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, Verizon for having the carrier.
But they go to Samsung.
Samsung.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the I'm blowing you out by like 30 points right now.
Actually, it's 21.
That's almost 30. And how does it feel to be in a league where you come in last all the time?
Well, considering I've only been in this league once,
What about last year?
Last year, I had a lot of injuries.
You had the whole skills position for what's your team?
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Yeah, because I had a lot of injuries.
They had all right. Mario, what do you say about Willie's football knowledge?
My football knowledge.
Why wouldn't you trade Michael Vick? You like Michael Vick, right?
Yeah.
He's your quarterback.
But that don't mean I need him on my fantasy.
You have him right here. This guy right here is willing to give you Michael Vick for peanuts.
Peanuts.
Yeah, who you want? RG3?
I don't have him.
Cam Newton?
I don't have him either.
Who you have? Who's your quarterback?
I got Aaron Rodgers and
If you like,
Russell
if
Wilson.
if you like Michael Vick so much, why not give up Aaron Rodgers?
Because I don't really know how he's gonna hold up this year. I mean, that's my quarterback and everything for my actual NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see last year, he was injured a lot.
That's understandable. How do you feel about this offense that they're going to run? Think they'll get off 40, 50 plays, 90 plays, however many?
this ain't the Oregon Ducks.
Okay, I understand that.
And the way it was ran in college is a whole lot faster than they were running in the NFL. So I don't think that it will be as fast as Chip Kelly ran it in Oregon. But I think they'll have some success with it. I mean, they did good with it in the playoff. I mean, the preseason. So
against third stringers and people that's sitting at home.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, it can be effective.
Okay. Peyton Manning just put up 7 touchdowns the other night.
That's impressive.
Was it 7 or 8?
7.
13. They still counting. 7 touchdowns the other night.
Right.
He doesn't run. He doesn't scramble. You know where to find him.
Ravens defense.
Super Bowl champion Ravens defense.
No, minus Ray Lewis, minus Ed Reed.
Okay.
Still.
It's you're the champion until somebody else wins it.
Okay.
If the world ends today, who's the Super Bowl champions? Thank you.
Right.
And a lot has been said about this running quarterback style versus the pocket passer. Flacco's a pocket passer. Eli's a pocket passer.
Right.
Drew Brees is a pocket passer. These are just quarterbacks that have won the Super Bowl over the past couple years.
Right.
Where do you feel the league is going with this pocket passer versus this read option quarterback? I mean, it sells tickets. I mean, it's exciting, but when it comes down,
what I think it is that the league is trying to do is they're trying to make football more interesting than, versus your classic drop back pocket passer, that you had for over the last 2 decades in the NFL. I think that you have to, with the athletes that's coming in from college these days, you have to, whether you be on offense or defense, you have to modernize things from what they were used to in college and, give them something to, be familiar with. You got to modernize things to, basically the way football is played today.
Okay, Mr. Mario, would you rather take a pocket passer as, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or a mobile read option running quarterback Michael Vick, Cam Newton, RG3? If you were starting a team today,
who I take?
Yeah, what kind of quarterback?
I pick. I'll say Michael Vick.
Get the heck out of here. He doesn't count. He just learned English. That's the only person he know in NFL.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mike, what about hockey? I started watching it like 2 years ago.
His favorite player in the NBA is Michael Jordan.
Whoa. Man. Dang.
And Brooke Lopez.
Who?
And Brooke Lopez.
Who is that?
Exactly. Some Mexican guy.
What?
Spain, Spanish, Mexican. It ain't
Whatever.
American. Yeah. And we'll go to our hockey segment. And Jericho, how are the Lightning going to look this year?
They're going to be doing good, but they got a new Tampa Bay Lightning head coach.
Really?
Yep.
Didn't know that. Didn't they just win the Stanley Cup a couple years ago?
Well, back in 2004 they did.
Never mind then, I'm sorry. Enough for debate, hockey.
But Chicago Blackhawks.
No. We don't care about we don't care about outside the state. It's only Florida teams. Speaking of Florida teams, the Buccaneers look like the worst team in the NFL.
Oh, wow.
Willie,
Yes.
how does it feel to live so close to an NFL team? Tickets are what, $30 a game, and we still can't pack the stadium.
Well, what do I mean?
There's a 90% chance the game will be blacked out, along with the other 6 that were blacked out last year because we can't fill the stadium.
Well, I feel that the Bucks will never have a team like Tony Dungy built.
Well, this is true.
And, once John Gruden came and took over and got rid of all those guys, you know, the team was pretty much downhill from there. You know, they struggled to make the playoffs for the last.
They haven't made the playoffs.
They haven't made the playoffs
since they won the Super Bowl.
Since they won the Super Bowl. So that's what the last like 5-7 years. So it's hard to say that, you know, they'll ever be good again. You know, you might as well say after Tony Dungy left, they should have took off the pewter and red and put back on the orange and white. You know what I mean?
Do you think that the Manatee Hurricanes here in Bradenton, Florida, can score a touchdown on the Bucs defense?
I believe so. We could.
Oh God! Martin.
I'd put my Oregon Ducks on the field with them and watch what happens.
Hey, they're not that bad now. Oregon sucks.
No. That's why we're ranked number 2 in the nation right now.
Well, you know, they always rank those guys high. You know, by the end of the season, they won't even be ranked.
They won't even be ranked. We always ranked in the top 5, but at the end of the year.
It's called SEC, buddy. Even though I'm an ACC fan, SEC. We're gonna have to wrap up this segment. We're gonna give another shout out to Pringles.
Yeah.
You know, and Gatorade. Got to pay the bills again.
Exactly. You know.
Mountain Dew. Samsung's in his pocket.
No.
Zephyr Hills. Samsung. You guys sent us that new Mega 6.3.
We also got to give a shout out to Blake Medical Center for
allowing us to use their
facilities. For these wonderful facilities, you know that we're allowed to do our programming in.
Lay it on thick. And then we'll be back tomorrow when we talk about. You work tomorrow?
Yes.
We'll be back tomorrow to talk about the loss and 7 interceptions that Michael Vick throws tonight. I hope not, because I got Shady McCoy going and Deshaun Jackson in my other league.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, you know.
Well, those 2 guys are going to give you some points. Cause,
I hope so.
I mean, them playmakers.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, once the ball, you know, watching
as long as
them,
Michael Vick don't fumble.
When the ball is in their hands, and when Vick is on, when the ball is in his hand, when he's on, it's impossible to stop him. Impossible.
Well,
I mean, I think compared to now from his Atlanta Falcon days, I think he's a lot.
Hey, this is rated G.
I think that he's turned into a better quarterback than he was when he was in Atlanta. I think he's a lot better. He's a lot better quarterback.
He's turning into one of those pocket passers.
So, I mean, he doesn't, you know, take off running at will. You know, he only runs when he has to. So I think he's a lot better quarterback. I think he's matured a lot better, and he reads the defense a whole lot better than he used to. He may not be as fast, but he's still probably the fastest quarterback in the league right now.
See, now we're going to have to interrupt this here so I can spit some knowledge. We have RG3.
Who's coming back off of ACL injury.
Okay.
And that's, when you trust me, I know, when you have an injury like that, you lose a few steps. Not a lot, but I mean, it takes away.
He has world-class track Olympic speed.
Okay. Vic did too.
He did. I would think that Colin Kaepernick can outrun Michael Vick.
No, definitely doubt it. Definitely doubt it.
I would bet.
Well, you know what? Hold that thought.
I would bet.
Hold on.
Peyton Manning.
No.
Running backwards.
Oh man.
With the shoe on and flip flops. Is faster than Michael Vick. And while he's looking up those stats, we're gonna take another time out to give a shout out to our sponsors: Pringles, Zephyr Hills Water, and Gatorade Mountain Dew. We don't do commercials with full bottles, so we just, well, that water, that was Jericho's. Man, those Pringles were good.